come in, sir?
Yes, come in.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Vivek. Sit down, please.
Thank you, sir.
How did you come, Vivek?
Sir, I am learning the Java programming. I am unable to understand the use of data type in computer programming.
I understand your problem, Vivek. I will explain you in detail. Vivek, just visualize the kitchen of your mom. Vivek, your mother stored different types of items in a specific type and size of container. To store salt, she used unique type a small pot, while for wheat flour she used big pot. Similarly, vegetable oil and tomato ketchup store in specific type of container.
Vivek, similarly, in programming, different types of input data required different data type that ensure the sufficient amount of memory allocation for input data.
Okay, sir, I understand. The data type that allocate the single unit of memory space is known as fundamental data type.
Very smart, Vivek.
Sir, can we store multiple unit of fundamental data type?
Very good question, Vivek.
Yes, Vivek, we can store to understand it.
Vivek, just visualize the kitchen of your mom. Vivek, in other situation like party, festival, your mother increases the storage capacity of grocery item in two ways. In first case, your mother can store similar type of item at one place like wheat flour, tomato ketchup and salt.
Okay, sir, I understand. This storage arrangement, mom create large storage to store same type of item in multiple time, either in same or different quantity.
Very good, Vivek. Vivek, such type of storage space where programmer can store same type of data in multiple quantity is known as derived data type. Vivek, can you guess the next arrangement? Okay, let's see the kitchen. Vivek, sometime your mom want to create a space where she can store different kind of item like wheat flour, vegetable oil, tomato ketchup at one place according to their own requirement.
Okay, sir, I understand.
Vivek, the data type that defined by programmer is known as user defined data type.
Okay, sir, I understand. This storage arrangement, mom create large storage to store different types of item according to own requirement.
Very good, Vivek. So, Vivek, in every programming language, data type are classified into three types. So, in first type, the data type that can store only single unit of input data is known as fundamental or primitive data type. In second category, the data type that can store multiple unit of similar type of primitive or fundamental data type is known as derived data type. In third category, the data type that can store different types of primitive data type is known as derived data type.
Okay, sir, I understand.
Vivek, look on the board carefully. Vivek, we have just learned the data type is used to represent the type of variable and the amount of memory required by variable. In every programming language, data type are classified into three categories. First, primitive or fundamental data type. Second, derived data type. And third, user defined data type. So now I will explain the primitive data type. In Java programming, there are 8 primitive data types. So here are 3 columns: data type. So first one is byte, capacity is 1 byte and default value is 0. Char type takes 2 byte, value is 0. Int data type takes 4 byte, default value 0. Similarly long takes 8 byte and default value 0. Next, float and size 4 byte and default value 0.0. Double takes 8 byte and default value 0.0. Similarly, character takes 2 byte and it stores a single space character. And boolean, it takes no memory and default value is false. Next type is derived data type. Derived data type, the concept of array comes under the derived data type. Array is homogeneous data type that allow us to store multiple value of same type in a single variable. Example, int a is an array which takes the value 10, 20, 30, 40. It is valid because all the data is integer type. In second example, int a equals to 10, b 10.5, bob. So it is invalid because array only store homogeneous data type. And third is user defined data type. In Java, to develop user defined data type, we use the concept of class, interface and enumeration. Example, class student. So here class name is student. So a student s is a reference variable. New is a keyword that allocate memory dynamically. Again example, class student. So where s is object reference variable that can reference different type of object within the class. A new keyword is used to create memory dynamically. So I hope Vivek it is clear.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You welcome Vivek.